Hello and welcome to the Fortnite Save the World All Dungeons speed run. So just as a disclaimer, these videos are not mine, but I'm going to commentate over them and explain kind of what dungeons is instead of just sending you these videos. But we're basically going to watch them together and I'll commentate, like seeing what they're doing. I'll let this first one play out. I'll speed it up a little bit. But basically, what Dungeons is kind of like a roguelike where you spawn in with nothing. You just have a random melee weapon and ranged weapon. But you really use classes to our advantage and abilities. So you can see a lot of solos who use the minigun is definitely the most important thing in dungeons. It can definitely just destroy the crypts that you have to destroy. So what it's like. So each floor basically has two keys you have to get, one of which is in a randomly spawned location, the second of which is spawns after you destroy the monoliths. For these first four, it's 3 monoliths per stage, or per level, and the new one, the lab, will kind of a different one, a different amount for some levels. But this person here is using minigun build and uses a shockwave just to speed up his running speed a lot. So that's another hero ability that he's using. So the crypts overall, there's nothing that special about it. The boss is this Flab, which is the Taker Mist Monster. Kind of just can't appear because he has to wait 60 seconds for it to spawn back. But basically, just doing it solo, pretty much minigun all the way, and that works with all dungeons. Of course, we're going to be doing it as a trio. And so someone will be running this build, someone else will be running like Outlander or Ninja, and that's solely that purpose. Well, solely just to get to the exit door as fast as possible. It doesn't matter too much on this one, just because the levels are so short. But all the other stages, each level is really long, especially the grotto. But up next is the Inferno dungeon. So all of these, for these first four, all these beginning areas are exactly the same. I'll let him go through. This is another solo video. Basically using the same thing with the minigun and using the shockwave to speed up. Okay, Magnus. So what's different about this one? Well, first there's a lot of lava being an Inferno dungeon. So you can easily take damage from that. And actually all your builds, if you place any builds, will actually gradually take damage. Which in a speedrun sense won't matter too much, but in a casual sense it could, especially for the boss fight. And there we use a little wall just to block enemies from spawning. Because if an enemy does touch you during that, exiting the level, it will cancel it out. So it's really important to try to not basically have any enemies around you. So as for the randomly assigned keys, they are in a random location, but they are set locations. It could be like anywhere from like 5 locations type of thing, and they can spawn, but it's sort of randomware. So we just kind of go through. We will be doing this in a 140 zone. So as you can see in the top right here, it kind of shows you general direction of where the key is. We will not have that 140, so we just have to rely on pure memory on where the actual keys get spawned. So here we're gonna finish off of this to the boss, which is just a smasher mini boss. What's cool about this boss room is actually the lava will actually rise and fall. Will actually like rise and fall like during the fight, which for casuals can make it things a little bit more difficult. The same with 140 because it does take a little while to actually kill the smasher in 140 zone. So up next we have the grotto. So same first area. This person's actually using another strat with using the lefty and righty just to instantly wipe all of these. So as you can see, that's the example of getting like interrupted. So this one is filled with water that can actually slow you down. But that's another interesting feature of this is that there's actually piranhas in the water. So most relevant in the last stage, or the boss stage, but if you stand in the water, you'll take damage from those piranhas. So this one actually features a lot more like opened areas, and this is by far the longest like per level you get to go through. It's just a huge area. And there you're, and he's like finding areas that have multiple, because lefty and righty versus like, unlike minigun, lefty and righty actually takes a little while to pull down. So he's finding areas that have like 3 in one place. This area is so huge, it's easier to cut. With minigun, there's a way to have like an infinite minigun build, so it just like instantly, once you use it, it just instantly respawns. But the lefty and righty ability is much stronger. So when we're doing our trio for this, probably all 3 of us will be using some sort of soldier build. We're not too sure yet. I forgot to do some testing if this gets accepted. So there's a little glitch that you can actually just respawn at the end. Not too useful for group stage, but for solo it's pretty useful. Alright, so what just happened? So this boss stage actually has 4 bosses. And it's all just random, like they all do blasters. And usually, and also 140, this takes a long time to kill, especially when there's 4 that have like the same amount of health as a regular boss. They actually teleport. This is true for all of the, actually for Labyrinth, and Grotto, and Inferno, that the boss will actually teleport up to you. If it's in a place that they can't get to, they'll actually teleport. So what he did is just basically abuse this teleport system. It waited until all 4 were in the box. What's also cool about lefty and righty is that it bounces off walls. So trapping them all in a 1x1 box, the bullets from the ability just go flying and just hit all of them multiple times. That's how you're basically able to just destroy this boss. That's basically the grotto. Up next we have the labyrinth. This is actually a group we have here. you'll see it in the kind of this perspective that see like someone's instantly running to the door while others just try to go find the like that. So usually one person just waits at the door and everyone just gets teleported. Because once you like enter the next stage, it just automatically teleports everyone, which makes that really useful. So what's special about this stage is that there's actually like shields around it to get, or else it like start taking damage. But usually, if you go like really fast, it doesn't even matter. You don't even need any shields. So this one also features another Smasher mini boss. Nothing really extra special about with that versus the Inferno mini boss. But yeah, just like that like that's how fast a group one is versus like a solo. It just like flew by. But also the labyrinth is also if you know your way around the labyrinth, it can be really short, but it's like it's a maze basically, like what a labyrinth is. So if you're lost, then it could feel like forever. So the four we just saw have been in the game since Dungeons came out, but actually just this last season of Dungeons, this past Halloween, we had a new one come out, which we are all very excited for, called Lab. Now this one actually adds a lot more stuff. Just right off the gate, it's a whole brand new starting area. Again, this person's also using that shockwave minigun combo. Just let this go through some. And it's like a whole brand new area. The music for this area is also really good. And like the grottos are this these levels can be pretty lengthy as well. But interesting fact, actually before that, let's explain this. So there's these local siphons that have 3 rounds. It'll be one taker, 2 blasters, 3 smashers of the rounds, and you get blue glow for keeping each round. And it's actually really important because you'll see at the boss why we need this blue glow. But back to the interesting fact, um, when this got released, it actually I don't remember how long ago, but a good friend Moffer basically suggested this glass gallery for Fortnite Creative. And they're actually using this glass gallery in this dungeon. Which when we first saw it, I was like, wow, they're actually using this here. But as you can see, if you saw that, we actually had to destroy 4 monoliths for this level. And the same will be true for the next level as well. So here he's doing another blue glow siphon. He basically grabbed, yeah, not necessarily a perfect amount for a solo player. And so, as he's coming up on the boss here, Why does he need all the blue though? Well, for the boss, well, first off, the boss is actually an actual character instead of just like a regular Miss Monster in a mini boss form, which we thought was really cool. Also, this room has like six of these siphons, so it's really important not to trigger any of them. So these pylons here actually heal the boss, and each one you destroy kind of just negates the healing. So this person is just choosing to destroy three of them, and it basically just delays the healing. And he's just kind of using this strat just to take less damage. It can be kind of risky. It does do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, like not destroying any of the pylons, even an easier zone, he takes like barely any damage. It could take forever if you don't destroy any of them. But even destroying three makes it like a ton easier. So during our group run for it, we'll have specialized spots that um more than likely in the second and third levels that they'll complete those stages. Like ones that have like two grouped together, and while like the Outlander at the end waiting for them to complete all of that. But yeah, that is basically the all dungeons 140. Um, we will be doing all five, and I'll say we'll all have our own screen sharing for it. But there's not much else to talk about for that. But yeah, that's it.